Okay, next example. We need to find the zeros of this function. So this is how the problem would look to you, and the directions would be to find the zeros. So you know you're going to be setting the function equal to 0 and solving that equation. Think about P over Q. The factors of the constant term are 1 and 13. The factors of the leading term are 1 and negative 1. So P over Q is plus and minus 1 and plus and minus 13. So now, it's only 4 numbers. It wouldn't be really all that hard to check all 4 of those possibilities with synthetic division, but I'd like to save myself a little bit of time. So I'm going to grab my calculator and enter that function and take a look at the graph. Now this is important because of what we see on this graph. It looks like we've got a function that comes down and hits the x-axis at 1 and it bounces and changes direction. Remembering what we know about graphs of polynomial functions, it looks to me, oops, come back. Oop, that's not it. Come back, come back. There we go. Looks to me, based on that graph, that 1 is going to be a 0, and it might be a 0 twice. It might have multiplicity too. So I'm going to try synthetic division. 1, negative 6, 22, negative 30, and 13. Bring down the 1, multiply, and add, multiply, and add, multiply, and add, multiply, and add. All right, so this is good news. 1 is a 0, which means x minus 1 is going to be a factor. Now, it might be a factor twice, so I'm going to try synthetic division again with the same number 1. And it is a factor twice. So right here, I know that our function can be written as x plus 1 quantity squared times x squared minus 4x plus 13 equals 0. To finish the problem then, all I need to do is set x squared minus 4x plus 13 equal to 0 and solve that probably using the quadratic formula. So stop the video or pause the video right here, you work that out and see what values of x you get. Once you have done that work, you should find that you get 2 plus 3i and 2 minus 3i. So the zeros of this function are x equal 1, x equal 1. If you want to list them all separately, you can. Or you can simply write down that x is equal to 1 is a 0 twice, or a double 0. X is equal to 2 plus 3i. And x is equal to 2 minus 3i.